Now I'd like to invite Mr. Heimo Aichmaier to take the floor. Mr. Aichmaier is the Managing Director of Austrian Mobile Power, which is an e-mobility alliance that brings together top representatives from 45 leading automotive technology companies, system providers, energy suppliers, application technology providers, and various interest groups in Austria. So over to you.
Thank you very much. I'll do the same like you. I think moving is better, because what I want to tell you and everybody who is out there tries to implement all the indicators, the SDGs, in their municipality, in their city, in their country, is say what you do and do what I say. And that's for what I brought with you. I was in the Secretary General office in Austrian's Ministry for Technology, and now on the industry side. And I know that policymakers and politicians are highly needed to take decisions and collaborate, as Andrea said before, with industry. And this is exciting, but we need emotions for that. We need tools for that. Why? Each and everybody of us likes if something is nice, pretty, designed, has power in mobility, maybe cars, whatever. And this emotion has to be satisfied somehow. And these needs and has to be translated via tools that this decarbonization in transport, which is feasible with electric mobility, comes to the ground. And that's why what I have done with my team last weekend at the Red Bull circuit, racing circuit in Spielberg, we had a couple of guys there, we had a couple of hundred cars there, and we put it into practice and we put it into operation that 6,300 people were sitting in the cars, in the electric cars, which should be on the road to decarbonize transport, to have awareness, to have emotions out there. And this is something what I want to share with you as a short impression here, how it looked like. And according to, so the clip should start once again. And I was not able to tell you and show you the emotion with faces, because the European Data Protection Guideline was not allowed or is not allowing faces to be shown without having a contract with them. But this was what we've set up. We had hundreds of cars from 7 manufacturers. Keep the music, it's good to have a bit more power in here. And this was my team. Bringing them aligned. And bringing people, normal people from the street to the racing track, sit them in the cars from 7 manufacturers and say, let's go for it, let's feel the acceleration. You see a lot of concrete like in the cities, a bit of movement. But this 2 or 3 minutes movement on these racing tracks really brought a smile on the faces of the people driving there. With that many positive feedback that they said, okay, now I know it's something what I can use in my daily life. But what do I have to do next? This is the fuel cell electric vehicle driving with hydrogen. So if you want to know how to integrate that into policy making, of course we have to fulfill the strategic development goals. Of course we have indicators we can measure and see where the cities are. This is important. And of course, there are products out there, products from the energy system, storage, renewable energy, there are delivery vans electrified, there are personal cars electrified. But these two worlds do not fit together if you do not talk technology. If you do not talk emotions, if you do not know what the people in the cities need, and this is changing the behavior. And changing the behavior is your job, but not alone, in cooperation with industry. Why? Because the challenge is to inform the people how to fulfill their mobility needs in future, to show suitable solutions, and to guide them through the rules and regulations, what we had in the opening panel already. Why? Because the success factors, of course, technologies are enablers. Of course, behavioral change in the transport fuels is a leverage from fossil fuels to electricity, but the cross-sectoral action is needed. The emerging markets, the three sections, transport, energy, and ICT, get glued into each other. And if you interlink policy with products, you will be able to change the behavior out there. And I really ask you, set up big events like we have organized there. We had 35,000 visitors in 2 days. We had inspirational talks. We had drone races. We had the Formula E races there. And we had the self-driving experience for normal people. This is the important leverage. Of course, these products have been seen somewhere around in Europe. But please imagine how you can put them into your life, into your daily life, into your commuting life, into your transportation. If you're going out from the conference, if you're going out from your offices, just imagine you're going on the street, it's more silent, and nevertheless, everybody's moving. This is implemented electric mobility. And when you have the questions, where should I charge? Remind those three numbers. 40% in the right low corner are charged at home when you're sleeping. 40% in the left top corner, charging takes place during working time, and not even 20% in praxis is fast charging on the way. So please reflect that when you're planning your smart cities. You have to plan charging points and charging technologies into buildings where people are sleeping or working. So what I've set up and what I've set up during the experience within the last 3 years of making these emotional big events is set up a tool with all the products of charging and driving, which are on the market currently, look on the individual behavior and show that in charging demands during the peaks when you drive, the peaks when you want to charge, and then provide a solution. And I'm just talking only with everybody of you, not of problems, just in solutions, because problems can be solved as a challenge and reduce complexity. We have set up a tool to say, okay, nevertheless, how many cars are out there in the building or in the city or in the parking lot, you can manage and give you an answer what kind of technology combinations and products should be implemented that this world can be driven with less carbon. Thank you.
No, yeah. Thank you very much, Heimo. Again, another great example of real-life solutions and driving home the importance of really thinking about who it is that we are designing these smart cities for, the people that live in them, which is also you and me.